Hello and welcome to the first of our monthly Q&As for the East London Business and Property Expo. Each month we do these Q&As because I find that people do have questions. So either myself or one of the Expo partners will present a Q&A to answer your questions. We're streaming on a couple of platforms. So if you have a question and I don't answer it, you may need to message me via LinkedIn. So my name is Anthony Lindsay, and I'm one of the organizers of the East London Business Expo. We're going to just go through a slideshow explaining what it is, how you can get involved, and hopefully answering all of your questions. We've been doing this for a while, and we do find that most of the questions are the same. So we do want to cover off the answers to the most commonly asked questions. So first and foremost, the first question that absolutely everybody asks is how many people are going to be there. We average over the past 5 years, we average about 450 people in attendance on the day. We usually get over 700 people sign up, but we do have a portion of people that sign up via Eventbrite, and you know how the show up rates are for that. But this year, we're anticipating over 600 people. Now, when people ask me about how many people are going to be there, I realize that they don't always understand the value of conversion over volume. So conversion over volume. If you're like me, you've probably attended events at the Excel, the free events. Now, I go to the Excel to these events because they're free. Very rarely do I actually purchase anything. And if I do engage with someone, I don't tend to give them my primary email address. So, as someone who has exhibited at those events, I also realize that you get a lot of data, but a lot of it does not convert into meaningful business. And if you're a small business owner, the amount of time that it takes for you to go through all of that data, chase people up, follow people up, they tell you to call them back, they have no interest in actually purchasing anything. It's a waste of time and a waste of money. So the East London Business and Property Expo is designed to focus on conversion. So we have quality people that attend. We don't have the volume of people that the Excel has, but you should see a higher conversion. So over 600 people in attendance. That should answer most people's questions. We will have 25 exclusive exhibitors. I'll get into the benefits of exhibiting, sponsoring, and speaking at the event as we go through the slideshow. So let me tell you a little bit of the history of the East London Business and Property Expo. It started over 8 years ago, but in its current format in the big auditorium, this will be the 6th year. It started as a gathering of business people. So we met at City Gates Church and City Gates Conference Center, and we would just get together. Then we realized that there was a huge appetite for what we were doing, and we went into the auditorium, and that's how we've ended up with the East London Business and Property Expo. In the first few years, we focused primarily on business. So we talked about starting a business, marketing your business, anything to do with business. But as we realized that there's a demand for information around mortgages and property, we added the property side to the expo. So you will find that we market to two different audiences, but both events happen on the same day. So you'll see marketing for the East London Business Expo, and you'll also see marketing for the East London Property Expo. On the day, there are two streams. So there's a stream for people that are there for the property. There's a stream for the people that are there for the business expo, but then we have a huge session at the end of the day about estate planning, wills, and inheritance that is relevant to business owners and to property owners. So that's how we explain why you'll see some marketing that is business expo and some marketing that is property expo. Now, what makes us different? As I said, we focus on conversion and not just volume. If you're investing in exhibiting at the event, you want to make sure that you'll get a return on your investment. So we assist you with that by adding a lot of value to your investment. So you get marketing, you get magazine ads, you get social media, you get interviewed on the podcast. And through our partnership with Ilford Bid, you get a whole bunch of other things. So it's not just about saying, well, I'm going to spend thousands of pounds to exhibit at Excel, where there's tens of thousands of people that come through, and you get low conversion. It's about investing a smaller amount in a smaller event, but you're getting a better return on your investment. So that's one of the big questions that people tend to ask. Well, how many people are going to be there, and what kind of return of investment do I get? And it will be dependent on you, but we have built the event that you do get a substantial return on your investment. As I said, we expect over 600 people this year. As you can see, we are very organized. We've started promoting 9 months before the event. What happens with that is some people are like, oh my gosh, why are you promoting this event so far in advance? But if you've ever put an event of this magnitude together, you realize it takes 6, 8, sometimes 12 months to organize it. A lot of the people that sign up have a wait and see attitude. So they'll wait till the very end, usually within the last 2 months, to start signing up. But we make sure that we start marketing early so that our exhibitors and our sponsors and our speakers get 6 to 8 months worth of marketing and digital marketing. So if you want to exhibit at the East London Business Expo or the East London Property Expo, one of the great things that we offer, and most other expos don't offer this, is an exclusive category. So if you're an accountant and you exhibit at the East London Business or Property Expo, you'll be the only accountant there. So you don't have to worry about other accountants cutting into your business. You will be the only accountant there. Same thing if you're a solicitor, if you're a web designer, if you're a graphic designer, you will have that exclusive category. We only have 25 exhibit spaces. So we have 10 that are property related and 15 that are business related. So if you do want to exhibit, make sure you watch until the end, because I'll have a QR code that will give you a substantial discount if you register before our official launch date. So if you're interested in exhibiting, you'll get the exclusive category, you'll get digital marketing, you'll get interviewed on our podcast, you'll get print marketing in the magazine. If you're interested in speaking, now a lot of people reach out to me on LinkedIn and talk to the other partners about speaking at the event. If you've ever thought or hoped to speak or do a TED Talk, this expo is a great opportunity to have the optics of a TED Talk. The main auditorium holds 960 people. Our goal every year is to try to pack the main auditorium for the free sessions to capacity. We haven't done it in past years, but hopefully this will be the year where we have a full house. But as a speaker, as a presenter, as a coach, as a business leader, just the optics of being on that big stage with the imagery behind you and an audience filled with people listening to you is well worth your investment. So we don't have speaker slots that are standalone slots. However, if you are a sponsor, an exhibitor, or a partner, you do get the opportunity to be one of our speakers or panelists. It's a great opportunity. And if you do know someone that this might benefit, make sure that you share this information with them. Sponsors. So a sponsor is usually the bigger companies. So in the past, we've been really fortunate through working with Ilford Bid to have some great sponsors. HSBC, Metro Bank has always been really amazing. Last year, we had SBI. If you choose to sponsor the East London Business Expo or the East London Property Expo, you'll benefit from having an exhibit space, a masterclass, and the opportunity to be on one of the panels. So not only do you get to brand yourself, raise the exposure of your business, but you'll also get digital marketing. Leading up to the event, you'll get an ad in the magazine, which is distributed leading up to the event and on the day of the event. Sponsorship is a great opportunity to raise your profile, get your brand out there, and get data on clients. So, as people register for the event, if they opt in, you will be able to communicate that with them leading up to the event and talk to them, potentially invite them to a meeting or invite them to a masterclass leading up, as well as on the day of the event. Sponsorship has a huge benefit because there's so many different things involved. So you should really consider sponsoring. All of the information will be on the website. And remember, if you sign up after watching this podcast, you will be able to get a substantial discount. So, who should attend? On the business side, anybody who's starting a business, anybody who's running a business, anybody who just wants to network should attend the East London Business and Property Expo, because we'll have people not only from London, not only from the UK, but in past years, we've had people from the US and all over who come and attend. As they say, your network is your net worth. So why not network with people from all over the UK, like minded business people? You'll also get to hear from established business owners. Now, we don't boast to have Stephen Bartlett or people on that level. And to be honest, those people, you can get all the content and information that you want about them and from them by watching their podcasts. We feel that there's a greater value in networking with people that are maybe one or two, potentially three steps ahead of you, because they can better understand the challenges that you face. That's not to knock people like Tony Robbins and these people that have been established for decades, but they don't know what it's like to start a business in this era. They didn't have AI when they were first starting. So there's things that you'll be able to do and talk to someone that's a few steps ahead of you that you wouldn't be able to talk to, and you probably wouldn't have the opportunity to talk to some of the bigger names. On the property side, if you are a lender, if you're a mortgage broker, if you are a solicitor, if you're anyone that works in or around property, the East London Property Expo will be a great opportunity for you to network with other property owners. Each year, we try to focus on a different region of the world. But this year, we're trying to work with some people from the US, from Dubai, and from Africa. So we'll have people with investment opportunities from all over the globe, as well as up north. Because if you live in London and you're a property investor, more likely than not, you're investing in property up north. So you should really consider, even if you just attend the free seminars. So throughout the day, we have free seminars. The expo is free to attend, but we'll have master classes that you will pay a higher premium for, and we'll also have breakout sessions. The expo is designed for anybody who wants to network, wants to come together and learn more and learn how to run their business better. So it's the East London Property Expo. It's Saturday, March 21st, 2026. It takes place at the City Gates Conference Center in East London. If you use this promo code and link with me on LinkedIn, so if you use the promo code EXPO5050 and connect with me on LinkedIn, just send me your email address and contact number. So you'll send me your email address, contact number, and just type EXPO5050. You will receive 50% off various packages that we have for the expo. So if you're interested in exhibiting, you can get 50% off. If you're interested in sponsoring some of the sponsorship packages, you'll get 50% off. And if you'd like to be a panelist, as I said, the panelists and the speakers are part of the sponsor packages. So it's the East London Business Expo and the East London Property Expo, Saturday, March 21st, City Gates Conference Center. It's in 2026, but we are doing our pre-launch right now. Each month we'll do a Q&A to answer your questions. The first question people tend to ask, as I said, is how many people will be there. We're anticipating over 600 people. This is our 6th year, so we have an infrastructure that people like, appreciate, and do attend. If you're interested in sponsoring, exhibiting, or being a panelist, make sure that you use the promo code, connect with me on LinkedIn, And in future sessions, we'll have different partners doing the presentation, and we'll be introducing you to some of our partners, some of our sponsors, and some of our exhibitors, as well as each month going over a business tip or a property tip that you can run your business better and you can understand property investing a lot better. So I appreciate everyone that's watched. Make sure you scan the QR code. Make sure that you reach out to me or any of the partners. We're really happy to have some great partners, and we will be announcing our partners and sponsors as the months progress. But don't wait till the last minute. Make sure you register in advance because a lot of the workshops fill up really quickly, especially the women in business fills up really quickly, and we do have limited spaces. But the seminars are free. The workshops and masterclasses do require an enhanced registration. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, make sure you share, put your comments in the comments. And if you need to reach out to us, the website is elbusinessexpo.com. That's elbusinessexpo.com.